Hi folks, I'm out today at Fife Heritage Railway. Thought I'd do a wee update on how things are here and what's going on in the future. I did have a whole different intro planned and filmed, but I decided to scrap that and start from the beginning. So you might see some wee kind of differences in what I'm wearing and whatnot, but never mind. It's been a long time since I did a video, so please bear with me. But I hope you enjoy. So this is the main entry, and we've got the puffing park here, so we can play area for the bairns. It proves quite popular. So this area, during events, I'm going to put up some pictures. During events they've got like gazebos and wee kind of stalls here, and then there's usually a wee kind of ice cream bit there. And there's the ticket office, and then the platform for the station. And there's a wee tea room there, and then the bookshop and the toilets. But yeah, this is the kind of main area when there's events on. Up there, out there is the car park for like when there's rallies and things like that. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that after. So we'll just take a wee wander around and let you see what's been going on. There's the shed. We'll have a look in there. I'll have a wee peek there. Hello! Right, so from the main shed, take a wee walk around here and see some of the workings behind the main area. Right, so there's the bridge that we're on. This is a signal box. It's been constructed from scratch. That will eventually be connected up to the signal and the points. And everything here is built using old or reclaimed parts, and obviously done by volunteers. Is it closed? Yeah, it's locked. And obviously next to the signal box sitting at the station just now, it's the 313. Woohoo. So there's a question for you, Pete. How many people would they have in, like, operating while they're working? Like, if they've got all these seats here, and then obviously...
They just never took them out. They didn't.
Alright.
I question whether there was any more than a dozen folk on the train at any one time when they were
Right.
using it.
So these were just left here just because they were here?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And these are the original seats from the original. The other set, the other 313 was modernised and it had much more modern seats in it.
So it wasn't the train wasn't custom built for doing the track inspections?
No.
Oh, right.
Just this set was chosen and converted.
Ah, right, okay. So that's what I thought. I thought it was like, you know, it was custom made for doing track inspections, but no, they're just...
This is an addition here, the toilet. That was...
Yeah. Would that be
That,
us that put that in, or?
the reason these sets were taken out of service is because they didn't have toilets.
Ah. And then after this one was taken out of service, it was converted to doing track inspections. Ah.
That was like a desk equipment that I could
Yeah.
put in.
Yeah, because there was all the outlets that were there the last time, wasn't there?
Yeah.
See if you had...
There was a lot of
Yeah,
plastic tubes up in the ceiling.
yeah, I remember that. Because I've not been in here since... Well, I've not been in here for a while. No. Has that been recent or was that the old?
That's one that was still got to replace.
Right, okay. Well, not okay, but...
I think that's why they took this out of the road so that they can get at it.
Right.
These are battery boxes.
Please tell it's not going to start raining. Right.
There's the glass that's good.
Alright, yeah. Excellent. Is that one of the alternate names for it?
No, that was the name of the test track that they had down round about Melton Mowbray.
Right.
It was the Dalby test track, and for some reason, I don't know whether it's still in. There's Pan Up Pete in one end and
Yeah.
Old Dalby in the other end.
I seen something else written on it during one of the videos. What was it that was on it? I can't mind. Because I looked and I was like, oh, it doesn't say Pan Up Pete on that side. Skeleton. And the window's open.
What's it is?
There we go. There we go. What a wee look on that. That one there is an old Scottish Power diesel, which I think was the power station. I'll need to ask them on that one. But oh, what's my footing? It was one of these, one of the frames for these that they're turning into the accessible coach. So one that is going to be big enough for wheelchair users and buggies and things like that. There's my son's favourite one. So it's Davey's favourite, the Shark brake van. Apologies, this camera's not quite wide enough. So I need to take a couple of steps back to get him more kind of into frame. Ooh, butterfly! Right, so we might have potentially some overlays. I'm not sure yet. So within the yard, I have a couple of bridges sitting waiting on getting put back up. This one, Adam says, was from East Kilbride. Obviously it was taken down during electrification of the line. And this one here is the original bridge from Leuchars. And Adam had put up a picture. I'll see if I can paste it on. You might be looking at it, you might not be, I don't know. But yeah, this was the original bridge at Leuchars station. And obviously various parts from it. So the hope is that that'll be getting repurposed and used either, you know, the original platform or the new one that is getting built. So jump cut, one opposite side of these gates now. I'm going to take a walk up the line, it's existing line. I've got some photos here. I'm pointing the right one. Got some photos of them laying this track or moving the track. So I'm going to put them in the moment. So I don't know. Yeah, see how my editing skills go. So you may be watching them just now as I'm walking, or you'll be watching me walking. One of the two. So obviously the route that the track's taken hasn't really changed since the last time, but there has been work done in other places. Oh. bug. Just beyond the trees there. Don't know how good the quality is when I do that. And that's the bridge that we're heading to. Sky's looking a bit ominous. So back when I first got involved with the club, the railway only came along to here. And then obviously they've, when they reopened the railway, that was good timing. So when they reopened the railway, they obviously needed a way for people to get from, over here to across that side. Because obviously for years there was a pathway that ran along this way. So they've built the new footbridge. But then also Heritage Railway have begun this track here, which is going to run into like a second like station. So you'll have the original one on that side, and then the second one, which we'll have a look at where the location for that will be when we get up there. But for the time being, I'll have a look around here. I think I've got photos somewhere. I'll get a better view if you're on top of the bridge actually. Yeah, tell you what, see you up there. So here we are up on the bridge. So I don't know if, I think they've got rid of the old base and supports, the remains of the supports that were there. Yeah, I'll put up a couple of wee pictures. It shows where the footbridge once was. So I wondered if they would have just left them or if they would have cleared it. It used to be down here somewhere. There was the concrete base and the 4 posts, and then there was the same on around about here, I think. But they've obviously been totally taken away now. Oh well. And there's the end of the Heritage Railway line. So we'll pop down there. So this part's for after the bridge. So they're back down on the track, and path that we once walked when we were following the route, it kind of come up this way. I think there was an old, it's like an old part of a bridge that was there, but down there was where the posts were for the footbridge. So we'll take a wee walk along here, and then head down the route that the new extension is going to go. Well, it is. In fact, it's not going, it's there. So last time I was doing this way with Davy, without taking the train, that is. We had walked along here, and it was all just cleared off. Just all the trees that had been chopped down. And the ground had been flattened out. Oh no! I think we were long after that. Yeah, because we were along when they had just cut down the trees. But then we came along another time. When they, whoa, that was deeper than I thought. When they had they actually flattened the ground out. Because we had discovered like remains like a bit of a car park or something. I think it's still along there. So this is the route that the the second part of the branch is going to go. Run along here. back in towards Kirtland Yard. What this does do is this follows, at the moment it's following the route that the original Fife Coastal Railway run along. When you get to a certain point where it cuts back in, but the current railway, you know, the live line, it follows what would have been the route to Methil Docks, and then this line is following what would have been the original route. So potentially, after I get this video all together and all that, I could possibly do a kind of following the route that the Fife Coastal Line took through leaving towards Lower Largo, or London Links and Lower Largo, and then continue along the Crail and cut back up to St Andrews, that kind of way. Potentially. I'm not going to make any promises. If I get enough requests for it, then I'll do it. But we'll see how it goes. Or is it down here? I don't know how close it was to the fence. I'm sure it was like an upturned tree and it's like lifted the ground like turf, and then underneath there was a concrete or tarmac surface and some curbstones, so it looked like there had been a car park or something like that. I need to check the photos, see if I did take one of that. I think I did. But maybe be getting a wee pop up telling you what was in this area. Right, so at this point that we reached, so where the line's curving this way, that way, this footpath follows the route that the original railway would have went. The original line, coastal line, would have went that way, and then went up. Maybe do a wee transition here. This leads to this wee grassy bit at the back, which any visitors to Fife Heritage Railway will know that that grassy area up there is where parked cars, we've got rallies going on, like rallies or bus bundles. So this is obviously where, well, not obviously, but this is where we park the cars during the bus bundles and the rallies and whatnot. But the railway would have run basically along here and then goes down that way into through where the industrial estate is, and goes underneath the road to the old station. Well, where the old station was. Again, what we'll do is I'm going to leave that as, if you would like me to do a video following that, let me know. But otherwise, we're going to transition back to the track, or maybe not. And then this is the route that this track's going. Yeah, I think it was in here. I'm sure there was unearthed surface under there. I know. Jump cut. We're now through the fence here. So the plan is, what's going to happen is we're going to be building, I say we, they're going to be building a secondary station. So the line will come in, and then down there, I believe, will be just down here next to this we kind of fence, or potentially move the, I don't know what exactly how the station's going to be getting built, but in there will be a second station, which will then have, you know, people will be able to get on the train there and then travel down the line and end up back at the original station, rather than just going back and forward. Just the ones, they'll be able to go, you know, get on there, travel down the line and then come back up and then get off here or travel back again. It's up to them. When the rallies go on and the bus events, it all kind of happens in here. I'll put up a wee kind of montage and you get to see some of what's going on. And then obviously for there, people would take a wee trip down to take a ride on the railway. Look at them go.
This is the 5th one.
The ladybirds are back. So that's a lot of the changes that have been happening here. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to edit the video together so it makes sense. So please forgive me if it's been a bit about the place. Let me know if you want to see me doing a video continuing up the Fife coast, or if you want to see me try to put together, put together a video following the now back in place Leavenmouth line along the Cameron Bridge and beyond. So let me know what your thoughts are on that. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and share. Sign up to Fife Heritage Railway, become a volunteer or donate, and I'll catch you later.